Peace and blessings. Your brother Knowledge on the lie here on nine, day 9. We're about to get into it. Okay, so we're going to deal with the greatest of all time, Tahir RBG, and my vantage point or experience with my brother here on Do the Knowledge Radio. And we're going to get into it right after these messages. Okay? So tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. We live. We're about to get into, our guest profile experience, the greatest of all time, the one and only Tahir RBG.
Ìbà ọlọ́jọ́ òní, ìbà Olódùmarè. Bàbá mi èṣù mọ̀ kíyìn. Èṣù ẹlẹ́gbà pàpà wọ́rà ọ̀nà òníbọ̀dé ẹlẹ́gbà túkàmáṣẹ́ ẹlẹ́gbà tú hàn hàn ọ̀dàdà kólórí ẹ̀ǹjọ̀ làróyè. Mo kíyìn bàbá mi èṣù ẹlẹ́gbà. Mo kíyìn Ṣàngó oníbọ̀dé Ọ̀yá. Ọba àkóso olójú orógbó. Olójú orógbó olójú iná ọba àkóso olùfẹ́ra ọba àhẹ́bíọ́sọ àràrá ọba Ṣàngó.
Baba Tahir, last name RBG. For the next 20 years, they gon' follow me. Way too humble at times, biters be banking on it. Now I'm thinking on it when I cut on the beat. And the verse starts spilling like a rooster at bar. I used to set off the cipher, now the hype is the street. Praying I would give it up. Yeah, I'm hip to your wishes. Hatred's a sickness, and I can detect it without speech, hater. More flavors than some now laters. Small country town invader, profound, powerful innovator. Stay on the road like a Winnebago racing at Talladega. I made your alley traders like a skater would. How I'm doing, I'ma say I'm good. Even if I wasn't, I'd never admit it. I'm seasoned and gifted and black. Every rap got apps getting you lifted. Classic flowetry, picturesque with it, so vivid, homie, you know it's me. Who else sound like liquid gold and killing shows, repping for the indigos? Priests, priestesses, and practitioners. Marathon finishers, jealous heart diminishes. You think I'm braggadocious with it cause you bogus. Get it only when it's given to you cause it ain't living through you. The only jewels that I'ma drop this verse. You won't stop treating me like I'm worthless. Before my daughters start reaching out in their purses. Daddy hood start conjuring up them curses. Made a pact airtight, the night nurses fight hard on my regard in all circuits. Bruh, you don't know that life. Reading, switching up your goals, you don't know that strife. Said the devil bought my soul, you don't know that price. And the antidote, you know for how I flow that nice. Facts, blow away tracks like throwaway cats. Look how they react off these rhymes I spat. Took them down bad, now they trying to sign with Jack. Like that's a cure for why they sound so whack. Y'all delusional, the most beautiful. Grandmama say I'm the most dutiful. Water change, candle lit, problems they gon' handle it. Critically analyze and dismantle it. Put it to the beat in the streets, gon' start jamming it. Dancing with the E, I mean, yep, we gon' sandwich it. Flirting with the guy that's so hard, it got scandalous. Let them get a touch of my style, they start cramping it. Soon as jokers thinking it's over, I start ramping it. But it must be on that dust, panic packing it. I'm stepping through clean, or watch a lot, immaculate. RBG culture report, approved stamping it. My motorcade lead the parade, they wanna dampen it. Buzzword rappers and actors, we gon' challenge it, damage it. Make new fabric without the savages. Mind power music to tech, he gon' manage it. Resurrecting Vanguard tech, we gon' package it. Antiquated ways of these days, we gon' banish it. Proper protocols and laws, we gon' establish it. Huh? I say proper protocols and laws, we gon' establish it. Yeah. Tahir RBG, Repat Nation is a situation. RBG for life. It's a lifestyle, baby.
That was my own homage and ode to the greatest of all time. I remember when I played it when when it came on. It was bugged out. I'm telling you. We were dealing with curating a cultural classic at the time. So some of the music that I dubbed or themed cultural classics. So I don't care what the hip hop industry got to say about your music in that regard. Our artists, our curators, of our culture. I'm talking about our culture, the culture of our people that is righteous, not this death-aside, rap-aside foolishness that they put out, and they call it music, and they'll call it hip hop too. They have the audacity. So one of the things that we did here with Do Now's Radio was make this a lane for our creatives, our poets, our singers, our rappers, our dancers, our scholars, our lecturers, our economists, our scientists, our social scientists, our construction workers, it, our thought leaders. Safe haven for them to be able to express themselves and however they saw fit. So working with Tahir, RBG over the years, there's so many instances. If y'all tuned in, y'all saw, the old that I gave in regards to, May 4th and May 5th. Let me get that together. Matter of fact, let me put the things I want to put together to kind of illustrate and talk about it properly. So give me a few minutes so I can put that together. So I'll play a couple of joints from Tahir RBG in the meantime, in between time, so I ain't just out here shooting from the hip, even though I can. I don't want to. All right, so let me get that together over here. This technology is striving to be a hindrance. I want to show y'all flyers and show y'all clips and all of that. So let me get that together real quick and be right back.
As we proceed to raise these RBGs, Black Power motherfuckers, Black Power motherfuckers. As we proceed to raise these RBGs, Black Power motherfuckers, Black Power motherfuckers. Turn them drums up, frankincense and myrrh burning, but we need the drums up though. Biggie, wake the fuck up, yeah, what? Let me feel that power. As we proceed to raise these RBGs, Black Power motherfuckers, Black Power motherfuckers. I shake, Repack Nation motherfuckers. Who shot ya? 9 out of 10, it was coppers. Heat laying us down all over the street. It's on cracker, every hood got the same beat. I wanna see brains tumbling down your cheek. ARs taking out all police. Plasma clumps staining the concrete. And it don't stop, bullets, sticks, and rocks. Snitches helping cops on sight or get shot. Once we got the drop, set up the border. Slaughter, policemen, wives, sons, and daughters. Good cops, crooked cops, and the turncoats. It's y'all's turn to burn like Dante's Inferno. Fill the ghetto with crack and yayo. We filling the prisons and every year they make more. Crackers know the dawn of revolution is taking place. RBGs in this bitch, it ain't safe. Shoot you in your face, gassing on their asses. Trees and nooses, same way you do shit. Tahir can pop fools and stay cool, heart clear because I know my eye rules. Everything around me killing po 9, cutting off they breathing cause they cutting off mine. And I'm Southside's finest, Trayvon, Sean Bell, and Mike Brown's behind this. We proceed to raise these RBGs. Black Power, Ojuba e Gungo, Okio Poporisha. Hey, we proceed to raise these RBGs. Black Power, Ashe, 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 oh, hey. Black Power, Black Power, Black Power, the signs they close to defeat. I read the shells, consult with the priests. Traitors wanna creep, PP got my back. Think the prayers and the libations make me slack. My juju all that, bitch, RBG's up. Work the shrines, make your heat freeze up. Serve your life to pots like a sandwich. Feed the energy, now I command it. Take the ashe away, me Baba. Ogun, cut your neck since I drop ya. I kill your crew like Genghis Khan dropping bombs. Taking back our diamonds and chop off your arms. Sing the same gold mine songs and fool on my face, so there won't be no mistake. Take your soul to a dark place, lame cracker, slave master. Clean off with the sage after. My ancestors eat daily. Cigars and gin, my blood will not fail me. Say the plot, and they always listening. Hammers cocked, in the fire positioning. Rock!
Come here, open your fucking mouth. Open your, did I tell you don't fuck with me? Huh? Did I tell you not to fuck with me? Huh? Look at you now. Huh? Can't talk with a gun in your mouth, huh? Bitch ass nigga.
Bust back! Chill!
Who shot you?
Let's kill them too. Biggie, let's kill them too.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a few of them. Got a few of them in the clip over here. So, we're going to approach this thing musically, clips and evidence and things like that. So, let me start with the first one. I know y'all saw me talk about this, earlier last week with being on the road with my brothers. I just want to show some evidence. I ain't want y'all to think, there was no proper propaganda out there. So the 4th and the 5th of May, 2019, we had the theme Becoming Unbreakable. Y'all heard me with my brother, Big Rip, the coach, the dean, the professor, dean manuscript in the morning. Peace and blessings to him. May he rise in power. Beautiful show, beautiful broadcast, beautiful family. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saw my brother Judge Too Heavy over there and Kitty sings. So it's something that we wanted to do for the public. You understand what I'm saying? So taking it, as I said, as a concept off of just the airwaves to a community near you. So a lot of these initiatives, Tahir RBG was there when we received the RBG Media Award. So this award-winning broadcast came from that. That was the first award. We weren't even a year in, circulation and received that award. So, Texas had always been something that, we look to go back through because that was the arterial veins and the through line for what we were doing. So if anybody's saying anything about red, black, and green from this perspective, we were at the epicenter. You understand what I'm saying? So that's still a movement that has to be flushed out in a story that needs to be told documentary style from the amount of growth and all of the things that happen from its inception to the growth to its infiltration, all of those things. Like you can't have a surge of energy that is righteous amongst black people without some infiltration, right? But it's a it's done purposeful. So again, this was May 4th and May 5th, uh, 2019. So y'all see the places and the spaces. Pan African Connection Bookstore, 4466 South Marcellus Avenue, Dallas, Texas, 75216. So y'all see the fam out there. That's what y'all saw on the website as well. So Becoming Unbreakable, K to the Arts Degree, Rob Bay, and of course, Tahir RBG. You understand what I'm saying? So, winning with your fam. You know what I mean? If you don't win with your fam, I don't know that y'all truly family of one another. You could take a loss. You could come together and gather together around a loss when somebody transitions, but ain't nothing like winning with your family. Nothing, 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 nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So you know, looking at it from that perspective in that regard, like there's always a win when you're in the right spirit and essence with your fam. You know what I mean? So going from listening to my brother over the years with Dead Prez to being on the road with him. You understand? Like it's a different thing. Having him support the radio station or the podcast, whatever this, conglomerate of thoughts is. But he was the first person to call this the Do the Knowledge Radio Empire. And I was like, what are you talking about? You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, what are you talking about? But it rang true. It rang true, a decade plus one later. And he's been there every step of the way since episode 12, I believe. I believe that was that episode. Episode 12. Yeah, I think that was episode 12. And again, that was an assist from my brother YG Preach. You see what I'm saying? He was like, yo, man, blah, blah, blah. These people, you should have them on. And then, boom. All right, let's set it up. Then I set it up. And, the relationship built ever since. And I tell y'all a funny story. I'll tell you something. Tell y'all a funny story about that. I believe it was episode 12. I think I could pull it up, but I don't want to waste your time with it. But I'll just tell y'all the story. I'm telling you, I was ready, hyped about this, interview and exchange with the people because I love seeing, how people out doing what they do and highlighting, celebrating. Again, this is what the platform is about. So, I come on and I told you I was new, striving to figure out the whole functionality of Blog Talk back then. I ain't have a clue what I was doing, right? Now here go the evidence. So I love big introductions, right? I want the warmest reception possible because it puts the guest at ease and prepares the listening audience for who's about to come to the stage. So I'm introducing people like they actually coming to the stage. You understand what I'm saying? Like they go to the stage to rip the mic or do whatever they need to do. I wanted the biggest, opportunity in regards to that. So I give this crazy, elaborate, bomb introduction for the episode, right? And then they just start talking. They just start talking like, yeah, I guess we're gonna introduce ourselves and this, whatever it is, we know how to take over a show. So I guess we're just gonna do what we need to do. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, yo, y'all can't hear me? And I'm talking, and I realized that I was on mute. Because I don't know if y'all remember Blog Talk, but for those of you who remember Blog Talk, when Blog Talk Radio went live, if you were muted, it unmuted you. So you heard that Blog Talk Radio. You understand what I'm saying? Me and Brick used to just call her the British lady. The British lady come and that's what it is. Like you heard that at the beginning and the end of the joint. Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye. At the end of the joint. So the British lady coming in, and they shut a bunch of our shows down over the years. We'll get into that when I talk about our general, King Samir. So I might reach out to him, see if I can get him on. I'd rather do it with him than not. So that'll be a good surprise. So yeah, this episode I gave that elaborate ass introduction, and they ain't hear none of it. So I'm flustered and shit. I'm like, what's going on? I look down like, shit, I'm on mute. So I unmute and, kind of smooth it in there, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. And then, you know, uh, that began the introduction, publicly of, myself and Tahir RBG. 'Cause like I said, I played one of the songs. I don't remember what song it was. But after coming back from break, I saw a call in the queue, and it was my brother, man, bugged out. I'm like, yo, I hope he ain't calling in like, yo, don't be bootlegging my shit type of situation. But nah, it wasn't that. It was love. It was extreme love, and we got to add on and build and do what we needed to do, and then uh, further on, we started to collaborate. We did a few interviews, bunch of things like that, and when it was time to get on the road, we got on the road. But there was so many interviews in between. We did all kinds of platforms, all of that. You understand what I'm saying? So, over the years and the time, there was a thing where, people would collaborate with me and be like, yo, I want to do something, blah, blah, blah. Like, yo, can you hook us up with some platforms? All of that stuff over the years. So, still rings true. But there was like, I don't know, 10 or 15 platforms that was like my go to. So, it would be different artists. And this is not even me on air. This is just me behind the scenes. Different artists over the years that would hit me and be like, yo, I'm promoting this single. Oh, yo, this and this and that. Or, artists, authors, whoever, oh, we promoting this event or these events or this book, whatever the case may be. And they were like, yo, son, you got some platforms we could go on? No doubt. Because establishing that rapport with people became something that was a skill set, but also it was a blessing. You understand what I'm saying? It was a blessing to be able to collaborate with people like that. So people would hit me and be like, yo, son, I'm saying, like, I'm trying to do, yeah, yeah, yeah. If y'all recall, uh, Steve Coakley Jr. was the reason why I came back in the media space, whatever the space you want to dub this. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was done. I was done. It had got communicated to me that something was compromised, some shit was off, and I had to be easy. So I didn't do a show for 8 or 9 months. And there's also an aspect to that called burnout. And when you reach a ceiling and you think you can't go any further, all of those things come into play. Like I said, I was on 8 days a week. You understand what I'm saying? I had another day in the week in regards to it, on. So if you hear like a reference, it was like, oh, yo, this is the hardest working man in media, blah, blah, blah. I earned it. I wasn't talking, it wasn't lying. Out there working. You see what I'm saying? So it was what it was. But it became work after a while. Became work. And I didn't want to be working and working. You understand what I'm saying? Out there working in the world and then working to do a show or working to build a podcast network or whatever these things that people are talking about now. I didn't even know what it was. I had different shows on every day and then guest on the weekend. So, Tahir RBG was there for all of it, there for the first year, uh, there for the award. You know, I think we was clowning and talking ish all night to early in the morning. You understand what I'm saying about some stuff that transpired. And I'm gonna play a little clip of his performance that night. So this is, years after that. You understand what I'm saying? So that was 2016, where we linked up in the physical and all of that. So this is 3 years later, right? So I just wanted to show y'all real quick a couple of those, and y'all saw some of that footage as well with the young men and us speaking life into them and honoring them in the Doc Bookshop, where we made the presentation to their mother and aunt in that space, right? So again, the benefits of taking these things off of the airways only. The airways are supposed to exist. Social media is supposed to exist for you if you have a product or service that you're looking to get to your target audience in a virtual setting. And if you're an artist, if you're a performer, if you whatever you are, that social media space is to promote what you have going on, but also to find your audience and connect with them physically. That's the express purpose of what it means to be social, excuse me, with what's this medium of exchange that's happening. You have a product or service and you want to get the word out to, your target audience or your potential customers is direct to customer or direct to consumer sort of space. This creates a digital footprint where people can find you, your product, and your service. That's it. That's like the bare bones of it. They'd be like, this is my therapy session, this is my vent session. I'm coming online to try out new material. I want everybody to think I'm just sarcastic or, a jackass or any of these things. Like these are all of those minuscule things that detract from what this is supposed to be, right? So what Facebook used to be was supposed to be for college students, right? Instagram was supposed to be for artists and all of these things. Like each one of these social media sites had a mission. Right? LinkedIn was supposed to be where you network with professionals, or if you're a job seeker or you're promoting a particular position at your company to find qualified applicants. So every one of these platforms had a direct mission that they were involved in versus what they evolved into, quote unquote. So they still exist for those purposes, but the people just think it's like, I'm gonna talk about my grandmother, I'm gonna talk about my mother, all of this stuff. Like it became a place to quote unquote air out people and all this so extra stuff. The truth though if you have a product or service and you want to get the word out, that should be the bulk of what you are sharing on the social media space. If you want to be seen as an expert in the field, whatever the case may be, the time that you utilize, that you invest in the social media space, that should be your primary goal. When they think knowledge born, they think of knowledge born, and they also think of Do Knowledge Radio, and they also think of Voices of the Diaspora. They also think about DTK Multimedia Production Company. Now, there's not too much personal things that you're going to be able to find out about me online. So either you know or you don't know. But I can't be someone who is a professional or an expert in this particular field. And then when you go online, you don't see any evidence of it. You don't see any evidence that there's a radio program. You don't see any evidence that I deal with these things from a documentary perspective or journalistic perspective or any of the thing of the like. So all you just see me on there making fake jokes or whatever the case may be. You don't associate this personal brand, as they would say in the entrepreneurial space, with this public persona and this the brand of this company, that is DTK Multimedia Production Company now. You don't see any evidence of that in the digital footprint. What am I really doing in this regard? So I know that, folks, they be wanting to just be talking, slick and whatever it is, unless you're a slick talker. You understand what I'm saying? But if you have a product or a service or something of worth and value for the people to get out, you got to get that word out. That's supposed to be the primary objective. And whatever else is associated with that becomes the secondary objective. So if you're a healer and that's your product or service, we should see you. The bulk of what you do that you can share in regards to your healing modalities. In what way? Who is this healing modality designed for? So most of the digital footprint should support that. It should be pointing them to a place for them to be able to book a consultation. Or if the people that are in line with the work that you do, that you have helped, written or verbal, or written in verbal testimonials, visual testimonials, your healing space, whatever the case may be, what you're doing and how you're doing that. And then people connect with you. So what are those things that are unique to you in regards to your people and to your family, to your city, whatever? These become the supplemental things that you share. So people connect to you and they see what you are beyond the products and services and that particular brand and brand promise, and then your public persona, then your personal brand statement. So people gravitate to you in those regards, and then they gravitate to your products and services because of you. So now this becomes a multimedia aspect when you do this medium of exchange across the social media platforms in different manners, because every single platform requires something different. It's not the same thing that you just share across all of the social media. What works on TikTok doesn't necessarily work on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or any of these other places. You have to know what's specific to each platform to get the word out about your products or services or whatever you're looking to promote online. And I promise you, if most of the people utilize the time that they had in the public space to do that primarily, you can convert something that you are presenting for free to something that people are willing to pay for. Because you have to be able to find out where your base is. McDonald's is all over the world, but McDonald's ain't the same all over the world. It's something that they do in the entrepreneurial space, in the business space, in the marketing space, in the promotion space that is custom and tailored towards the cultural continuity of the place that they exist in. So they have things in this particular place that's a draw for the people because they know those people's particular psychographics. So they customize that to their people. So where are your people in the world and how do you reach them? And how do you get your product and service to that particular place? And is it customizable to that particular customer in that place? So the customizable approach that the people that we were looking for at this particular time, they had a need and we went to address that need. So that was something. Let me keep on going here. We took this to Houston, RBG explosion. You know, it was Dallas and Houston. So we was on the road from Dallas to Houston. And something I was talking about and highlighting in that interview with Big Rip Manuscript in the Morning was that long stretch of road, the 3 hours in between, between going to Houston from Dallas and then coming back. So, we were doing all kind of things on the road to make sure we went to where it was because the installation went with, okay, if you want Dallas to come to Dallas, you need to be somewhere in Dallas and Fort Worth talking about it. And if you want people to come to Houston, that's in Houston, then you need to be somewhere in Houston talking about it. So set up these interviews and different things on the road for us to go to these places to be able to speak in addition to what it was. And then you got to know that in town politics was some situations that had popped off based off of who was promoting us too. You got to think about that and what their standing is in the city, and you find out, behind the scenes, whatever it is, it's whatever it is. So these are all learning lessons, right? Again, so what I just explained right here correlates directly to what I was saying about your customer base, where they are, and something customizable for them. It doesn't matter who you bring or what you're bringing. If the people do not resonate with what you're talking about, where they are. So, this could have been a catastrophe for myself and Tahir RBG going out to these places without some sort of insulation. So the RBG explosion was dope. Dallas and Houston. Shout out to my brother Trey Minor and his family, for helping us to put this together. And we was on this media tour, and I told y'all, Sister Renee, she had to run down with Renee, and that's who did most of these flyers for the first couple years of Duty Knowledge Radio. So from Houston to Baltimore, okay? Out in Baltimore having big fun with the wretched. You understand? We got involved with my brother Rome and the fam of My Skin Is My Sin at the time, and they did the Conscious Olympics, something that they did in their area, and they involved us in number 3. See what I'm saying? So, they had reached out to me, and I was like, yeah, but I want a couple people involved. You understand what I'm saying? So they was like, all right. they reached out to some people to be involved. And I was like, I'm going to reach out to some people to be involved. And I didn't want to be nowhere that my brother Tahir RBG was not going to be. And, he came through on the love. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, I ain't going if he not going to be there. I want to be there, but I ain't going if he ain't going to be there. Understand? So it's just simple like that. So you throw your brother an alley-oop and, they made it happen, right? So Red Pill came through, of course, and, we got the general. PFK Boom, my brother still to this day, right to this very moment, got the mayor out there, Keith Horton, aka North Leg, that was the Dakota Clan. You understand? We used the Dakota Clan breaking down different songs and movies and things like that. No surprise, right? Break the foundation and Tahir RBG together. You know what I mean? So I play something from that and correlate that together too as well. So get rid of some of this. Boom. So yeah, just working and putting things together. What's this one again? Yeah, get rid of that. So Houston. Yeah, Conscious Olympics. Let me get one more in there. Oh yeah, definitely had to get this joint real quick. Boom. All right. So another joint with Sister Renee. This was for an event we were supposed to do. And I think they wound up canceling the joint, but we wound up making it work some other kind of way. But something in me is telling me that this was still Houston. But other than that, it was something with the subject matter. But this was rebuilding the Black Alpha Males. I was like, what? No, I ain't know you talking about no damn alpha male. Understand what I'm saying? So I just let folks talk, and when it was my time to build, I was like, ain't nobody promoting no Greco-Roman shit. I said, so what y'all showing is alpha males. Y'all showing this Greco-Roman backward situation, and there was a reclamation for a black man and not no damn male, and not no booty bandit or none of that foolishness. We ain't promoting none of that. So after that, I never heard none of that again. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, all right. So it became something. I know there's still some folks out here running around with that mental Greco-Roman sort of mindset, in the name of being an alpha male or a beta male or a sigma male or whatever it is. You understand? All of that chump stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to, make that clear. Like, nah, we ain't repping none of that. We ain't repping none of that foolishness. And then how this would be something that infiltrated through the industry as a whisper to a loud ass outcry that folks will see nowadays. But yeah, I just want to add that part real quick. Let me show some of this footage. Okay, some of this footage. Where we at? All right. So this is 2016 RBG Family Weekend, Texas. Dead Prez was in the building performing, and this is a snippet of Tahir RBG's performance that night.
We all need to get up on. Police won't follow you in the about that rocket. Come on. I'm talking about some other shit that we all need to get up on. Police won't follow you no more. Hey! Or you want to fuck with it? It's up to you. Hey!
You ready? You ready, sis?
You do live?
We ready. Let's rock this shit. Turn it up. Wherever your flag is at, you need to put them motherfuckers up. Hey, you know I'll be like, we are ready to do it. Listen, now, come on. A flag fly high, a flag fly high, a flag fly high. Like this in the sky, when the side to side, if the flag fly high. A flag fly high, a flag fly high, a flag fly high. RBG's on the rise, all eyes are recognized. A flag fly high. Hold it high, let it fly. Drop the diamonds forever, Bobby will never die. Overnight in the throne, ready, let's take a ride. Can't walk this man, don't choose a side. Hey, this is the path of the warrior. Stop the travel, yet it's still very glorious. Hey, black power represent us. You even rolling with Africa orchestra. A flag fly high, a flag fly high, a flag fly high. Everything's on the sky. Your flag fly high. A flag fly high, a flag fly high, a flag fly high. RBG's on the rise, all eyes don't recognize. Flag fly high, check it. The red is for the blood. I got the best gun, the red's got slow. The black is for the thugs, melanated and elevated, holding the main charge. The green is for the cradle. Africa, everything first, the earth stable. This engine the sea, put it together as a symbol of liberation. That's how we rep the barons, RBG. Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly.
I just wanted to cut in real quick. I don't know if y'all see my brother Che Black up there with the camera. It went from this performance to a video shoot. So I'm in the crowd somewhere right there by the stage or something. But the energy that's captured right here is the energy that was there. So, showcasing that right there, because I can show y'all the video. I'm at both video shoots, but I'm not in the video. I'm at both of these places. I'm right there in Texas. And the other place, when I was talking about Baltimore for the Conscious Olympics, the other aspect and part of it, I'm there, right there for that as well. You see what I'm saying? So right there, that was the place. Like, when I hollered at Che Black, and he was like, yo, I'm coming through. You understand? Like, so he was out there in Texas, he was out there in Baltimore, you know what I mean? So all of these relationships, converging on a location based off of what we was doing. We was everywhere, back in that time frame. On the road, on the plane, whatever it was. So these opportunities presented themselves, and it was something that you couldn't miss. You know what I'm saying? So he took all of this together and then all of the location of Baltimore and put it together. And that's where the video comes from. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to Che Black. I'm gonna have my brother back in the building here. I just want y'all to, kind of know that as well. So some of these other aspects that y'all see, if y'all see this other video or videos that I play, he was involved in the videos as well, too. So if y'all look at volume 4, Voices of the Diaspora ebook series, this video is in there at the end of it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, we got Brother Bomani, The Revolution. If y'all looked at the other video, y'all saw him visually. Give a shout out to the, docu-series, ebook series, all of that, all in between. But his music and United Front's music is chiefly responsible as the soundtrack for most of the volumes, one song or another. So either just visually or from an audio perspective or both. So just want you to kind of see how all these things are connected together. I'm not talking about them separately in a vacuum. I'm talking about all of these things all together, right? So, yeah, let me play this video real quick, and we could come back to that.
Talk to him, Dr. Clark.
He called for the unity and the redemption of the African world.
Salute them, Honorable Marcus
We were
Garvey.
not ready to listen then.
They might not have been ready then.
There's wonder whether we are ready
Ain't no doubt about it.
to listen
We ready, baby.
now.
Let's go. Yeah.
Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high.
Black fists in the sky with the side to side. If the flag fly high, come on.
Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high.
RBG's on the rise, all eyes will recognize.
A flag fly high.
Hold it high, let it fly. Rep those colors forever, Garvey will never die. On my 90, the throne ready, let's take a ride. Cats walk fix, men don't, choose a side. This is the path for the warriors. Seldom travel yet and still vainglorious. Black power represents us. You either rolling with Africa or against us. Ha!
Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high.
Black fists in the sky with the side to side. If the flag fly high, come on.
Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high.
RBG's on the rise, all eyes will recognize.
A flag fly high.
The red is for the blood. I got the best stock, the rest got sludge. The black is for the gods, melanated and elevated, holding the main charge. The green is for the cradle, Africa everything first, the earth's navel. His Excellency put it together as a symbol of liberation. That's how we get the letters RBG.
Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high.
Black fists in the sky with the side to side. If the flag fly high, come on.
Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high.
RBG's on the rise, all eyes will recognize.
Flag fly high.
Been blind minds since 99. People army them know the time. I'll the drab on my design. We roll ready. Hard line. Ain't no games with that red flame. Triple stage of that black bang. Revolution in my veins. Till we free, I won't change. And you can count on that like an abacus. Celebrate the victories and the challenges. It's deeper than social media statuses. This lifestyle full of nation building practices. Yeah.
Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high.
Black fists in the sky with the side to side. If the flag fly high, come on.
Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high.
RBG's on the rise, all eyes will recognize.
The flag fly high.
Represent that red, black, green. RBG, I'm about that red, black, green. That RBG, I'm about that red, that black, that green. RBG, I'm about that red, black, green. That RBG, baby. RBG, baby. Come on.
Fly high, my flag fly high, my flag fly high.
Shout out to all my RBGs worldwide. Doing this thing garbage style, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Flag fly high, my flag fly high.
Come on.
Flag fly high, my flag fly high, my flag fly high. RBG's on the rise, all eyes gonna recognize. Flag fly high. Yeah. Black power. Black power. Oh, it's so for real, y'all. It's so for real.
So y'all see the syncing of the things connecting together. I'm talking about the flyers, blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, let me just show you the visuals. So the part y'all saw with Brick the Foundation was in Baltimore. You understand? So all of these worlds, and y'all see the youth out there. They grown now. Them children that was in the video, they grown now. Some of them have children of their own. And look at the culture that they were raised up in. You understand? So it can't be the only soundbite that existed from that time frame, from 2000 to present date here in 2026, is what the federal government called Black identity extremists. That music, those visuals, you understand? Like people got they caught cases for that. They caught cases for being too black. You understand? Like, I don't even want to go there right now. I save that for the other episode.
Like this in the sky, waving side to side. Your flag fly high. My flag fly high. My flag fly high. My flag fly high. RBG been flying mine since. Hold on. I said.
What?
Listen. Been flying mine since 99.
That's right.
People army them know the time. Olive drab on my design, we war ready. Hard line, ain't no games with that red flame. Triple bang of that black bang. Revolution in my veins till we free, I won't change. And you can count on that like an abacus. Celebrate the victories and the challenges. It's more than just social media statuses. This lifestyle full of nation building practices. Huh? My flag fly high. My flag fly high. My flag fly high. Black fists in the sky, waving side to side. If your flag fly high. My flag fly high. My flag fly high. My flag fly high. RBG's on the rise. All eyes gonna recognize. Flag fly high. Yeah. Black power. Black power. Oh, it's so for real, y'all. It's so for real. I'm telling you. Listen here.
Oh, it's real.
Listen here. A lot of motherfuckers out there, they just keep it 100. I gotta keep it 100. You want me to lie to you, or you want some real spit?
Real walkie-talkie, real spit.
Keep it $1.
Come on now.
I'm gonna have to keep it a stack with you.
Come on, man. That's what you do.
This work that we doing, it's not just music.
No, sir.
It's an outreach program.
That's right.
Listen, for all my brothers and sisters that's MCs and lecturers and all that, listen, if your organization's initiatives is not in your music, you don't rep RBG. It wasn't about just shining. Yeah, we shine because we Africans. That's what we do. But you ain't got to try to do that. Okay? You don't got to try to do that.
Just put the work in.
Just put the work in. And make sure you're not wasting your time with some work that ain't gonna mean shit.
Come on. Right on.
It's a difference between active and effective. Active and effective. You can move around all day and you look like a twerking video. Or you can be effective and make babies. Which one you want to do? You want to jack off and make babies?
Come on.
Active and effective. Y'all know I was going to have to say that real shit. I got to tell you.
That's
right. I love how we looking out here.
That's right.
But you know what?
We can do a whole lot more.
Y'all getting the picture yet? He could have done anything. He could have been everywhere. Artist, producer, you know, y'all heard him speak just now. Y'all caught him in the moment. You understand? He could have been anywhere. No, he could have been anything. You know, when you in that kind of spotlight, they slide you a little cash. All of a sudden, you ain't want none of this no more. Our people don't mean anything to you no more. Our babies don't mean anything to you no more. Our grandbabies, our great grandchildren. You can't love black people and be calling them words that call for their death at the same time. It's impossible. But folks will try to convince you that they speaking to everybody with what they talking about. Everybody ain't worthy to be spoken of by you. So this journey, this path, I'll play 2 more joints and get up out of here. We done hit the hour mark anyway. I want to make sure that this journey and this path that y'all walking down with me, I want y'all to understand these things are personal. You understand what I'm saying? So me knowing his family, him knowing my family, face to face, in person, all of that. Like it's something. So many things that came out of what this platform is. I'm thankful that it was put on my heart and my head to convey some of this, because I could tell you in the book and I could tell you in real life. In the book and in the life might coincide, but they don't truly give you an understanding of what this walk has been like. This is a couple thousand episodes, right? I ain't even touch on any of the episodes in depth. Just give you a little snip of what the episodes was, excuse me, and what it took behind the scenes to make it happen. To make it happen. And shout out to my brother Jay Black, for being there behind the scenes for a lot of this stuff. You understand? I'm looking at this video that he filmed, and I was next to people from Houston, people from Dallas, people from Fort Worth. Uh, I came from Washington State over there. There was people there from California, all across the United States. I think somebody even flew in from Germany. When you have something like that, when you have that kind of essence, it's like, people come from everywhere for it. And what are they going to experience when they see it? So when you're physically doing something out here, take these things into account. When you're doing something virtually out here, take these things into account. So when I was writing these books and they were done and they were edited and they were illustrated, I wanted a soundtrack that would match that energy. We talking about warriors. I need you to see warriors on the page. And I need you to hear warrior music. So the African insurrection music, that AIM music from United Front, it ignites the warrior in you. There's no way in the world you heard that song and you were sitting still. You seen everybody in the room come alive when it came on. I'm there physically in the room. Everybody in there. Their presence was in there. They seen everybody get electrified in that room. So visually striving to capture that and then settling your spirit to come up with a visual that will complement that which is the best ambassador sort of tool and also the best visual representation of what that is at the same time. for our people, for our babies. So seeing the babies present. So this is right there. The families are present right there. The brothers, the sisters, the fathers, the mothers, the OGs to the young Gs. Under this banner of what this flag truly represents, and not none of that foolishness that get espoused or associated with it nowadays. This was not a joke. This was not a game. This is nation building practices. Literally, it's a lifestyle. Literally, it's a lifestyle that you live. And what you live and what you decide to live as your lifestyle, it comes with a cost. And I think we'll deal with that too, what it costs. So something to be mindful of out here. And he went into a lot of other things, but I'm not gonna do all of that. But what I am going to do is play 2 more joints just so y'all could kind of get the feel of what's happening. All right? Because if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
And as we analyze Jean-Jacques Dessalines, he is an Ogu. Ogu is what? Ogu always speak very frankly. Ogu speak in very direct terms. He's usually hated or loved. He puts out his word, and his word is bond, and bond is life, and he shall give his life before his word shall fail.
Tahir RBG. Yeah, they sneak dissing on they post, taking shots. Ain't no thing to put your name off in that pot. If you know, you know. All-purpose rappers, y'all some surface scratchers. This my lifestyle, bruh. Your crew is full of actors. Black power scammers raise sand, but get missing when you ask about they plans. If you know, you know. YouTube stars talking they ass off. Future told me snatch y'all fucking mask off. Hold up. Repat Nation is the situation. High percentage of these stay woke niggas is faking. High percentage of these stay woke niggas is agents. Highly private conversations these niggas is taping. Brothers fussing like bitches, sisters call themselves witches. Creflo Dollar, Umar Johnson, you tell me the difference. School done raised that half a ticket off that crowdfunding. Now he wanna be a lawyer. Y'all gonna give him something? Open the can, let them worms wiggle. Either you with it or you flogging, there is no middle. Black Panther came out, Massa gave you a little. Then still with crackers hanging Cosby, y'all Negroes is fickle. Still with crackers on Monique, y'all Negroes is fickle. Couple bands made them dance, y'all Negroes is rentals. Got honorariums, they all aboard. Elementary level pimping, they all fall for it. Trust, always complaining about Trump. What he supposed to do? You sounding like a chump. If you know, you know. Trump and Obama is the same villain. Global natural resource stealing, killing the same children. You bought a Draco and a Glock, now you on the gram showing what you copped. If you know, you know. FYI, keep it a secret. Don't let our enemy peep it. They still don't know how to beat it. Whoa. Face of a Huru movement's a flaming faggot. Damn, Chairman O'Malley, what the fuck happened? You know that homo shit ain't RBG, but I ain't tripping, OG. Just keep it far from me. These babalawos in Africa empowering crackers, giving our shade up, cause they willing to pay up. You think them 40 plus slave dungeons was made up? Priests in the states violating, y'all need to wake up. Recently conscious celebrities, we applaud you. You wanna help? First ask how we involve you. Cause all that quote unquote speaking my truth full of contradictions is really misleading our youth. See, it's this thing we call paying dues, from which no man is exempt. Proof of allegiance to this movement you in. Too many dedicated warriors live their life on the line for egomaniacs to snub it every time. That young people versus old shit trying to control shit is not lit. If you know, you know. We can learn from every generation. Theory, practice, and then be patient. That men and women competition ain't no reason it's existing in our mission. If you know, you know. Black man, woman, and child business. Division is lack of vision and senseless. Yeah. If you know, you know. www.TahirRBG.com. It's a lifestyle. The new album coming at you real soon, baby. Yeah, if you know, you know. Quit all that dumb shit. Dumb shit. Dumb shit. Dumb shit. Dumb shit. Dumb shit. Dumb shit.
Let's go.
All right, so I got a little path and walk down the journey. There's so much more I could get into, with Tahir RBG. Just on so many aspects and levels. See what it is. And day 10, we'll get into one of my first actual guests, my atomic air on so many levels. But I'm going to reach out to him and see if I can get him so we can actually do this together. I think it'll be a lot different, with the interaction from, the actual person and especially him, So y'all tune in day 10, which is tomorrow. Y'all will see. Shout out to my brother Ghostface. It's his born day. Shout out to Ghostface Killer. I was gonna put a picture out with me and him, but I ain't gonna do that shit. You understand what I'm saying? We did enough today. So I'm gonna play this last joint on the way out with Tahir RBG and United Front. One of the greatest songs I ever heard. Show some love and see y'all back here tomorrow. Peace.
No. Let's go. United Front. Tahir RBG. Yeah. Let's go. I can't shake it loose. This the hate that hate produced. I'm here to break the noose and fight the devil, ain't truce. Raise it another level, shame the devil, say the truth. And look him in his eye when the enemy's facing you. I can't shake it loose. This the hate that hate produced. I'm here to break the noose and fight the devil, ain't no truce. Raise it another level, shame the devil, say the truth. And look him in his eye when the enemy's facing you. You peak, pale skin beast. I hate your red, white, and blue. And Ku Klux Klan sheets. I hate your president, your senate, and your campaign speech. I hate the British and the Romans and the goddamn Greeks. It's no peace, yeah. Moral persuasion doesn't work with Caucasians. You speak his language through violence with guns blazing. So what I'm saying, negotiating with Satan is to waste the time. You out your African mind. Gonna make these devils pay for every single crime ever committed. Cracker, you did it, now it's time to die. I sprayed a ratchet, I blatted, no moving backwards. I'm sending bullets at crackers and all faggots. Forward is the motion. Killing devils on different levels, concocting potions to stop them from encroaching on our way of life. I got a knife to slit his throat quick. Get my people hyped, cause what I write is always dopeness, focus. I can't shake it loose, this the hate that hate produced. I'm here to break the noose and fight the devil, ain't no truce. Raise it another level, shame the devil, say the truth. And look him in his eye when the enemy's facing you. I can't shake it loose, this the hate that hate produced. This the hate you, man. I'm here to break the noose and fight the devil, ain't no truce. Raise it another level, shame the devil, say the truth. And look him in his eye when the enemy's facing you.
Take a step in my lane, I'm projecting the pain. Visions and pictures in my veins of us tortured and slain. So many sons and daughters slaughtered, some known on the name. Bringing my eye to the situation is why I came. I shake, every pet nation gon' exterminate. Marcus Garvey, Mugabe, politic, run them all away. King Pianki type methodology, how the gods slay. Try life and I don't play, kill these crackers in broad day. Enter the scene, got them clean and watch me swerve out it. Big juju in my pocket, I ain't worried word about it. That go for grown-ups to babies. Salute my Baba Khalid, Muhammad, we solid. I call for violence, is very valid. Yeah, murder these devils, it's divine order. We opposites, I reject them mixing like oil and water. Africa for Africans, representing them words strong. I say shut them borders down and let us get a purge on.
I can't shake it loose, this the hate that hate produced. I'm here to break the noose and fight the devil, ain't no truce. Raise it another level, shame the devil, say the truth. And look him in his eye when the enemy's facing you. I can't shake it loose, this the hate that hate produced. I'm here to break the noose and fight the devil, ain't no truce. Raise it another level, shame the devil, say the truth. And look him in his eye when the enemy's facing you.
This ain't no kumbaya vibe, my yasa is a war tribe. That's my war cry, double H famine, it's wartime. Devils want it all, was peaceful coexistence. Enter separation, he's violently resistant. Coupe tech, bullet high, hit the deck when bullets fly. The devil won't change and needs to be euthanized. The stupidness, foolish minds you will get, use your blind. Suicide, trusting this cracker is suicide. Fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, you know the play. That peace talk is juvenile, it really don't hold no weight. Fighting hate with love sounds great in theory, but never ever ever work in history. Name one place that this cracker went. Name one place that this cracker left alone. I bet that they was war prone. Keep a piece in your wardrobe and know the world's a war zone.
I can't shake it loose, this the hate that hate produced. I'm here to break the noose and fight the devil, ain't no truce. Raise it another level, shame the devil, say the truth. And look him in his eye when the enemy's facing you. I can't shake it loose, this the hate that hate produced. I'm here to break the noose and fight the devil, ain't no truce. Raise it another level, shame the devil, say the truth. And look him in his eye when the enemy's facing you.
Knowledge bomb. What's the science, baby?